My dad was a man of deep feeling and had a sensitivity to feel what you were feeling. I remember when he wrote me a letter in response to something I had wanted to do. I was young then. The answer was no, but he said it in such a way that I wasn't upset. He said, "I know you have a tear on your cheek right now," and he was right. How did he know? At another time, when I was nursing a broken heart and he sometimes had to work out of town, he didn't want to leave me, so he took me along with him to Freeport, where I stayed with him while he had his work there. It was a very special time that we shared. From the time we were young, we were exposed to concerts, theater, ballet, etc. This was an important part of the life that he and Saba shared. They had theater series and concert series here, and he continued to attend concerts as long as he could. When I was in town, I remember attending some concerts with him. He loved his seats at Disney Hall. When he sat in front of his big screen TV when he couldn't go to concerts anymore, he had it on the Arts Channel, and each time I was there, it was on as he sat in his comfortable chair. I enjoyed watching it with him, and it brought back memories of the times we used to share some of this culture. Growing up in our home, it was a place that all of our friends enjoyed coming to. A friend wrote that yesterday, saying that she remembers during her teenage years spending so much time in our house, and when she was there with my parents, she felt that the teenage trials and tribulations would just go away. One friend that I used to travel to school with would come to our home early in the mornings before we would take off for school because she wanted to be there so she could just watch for a while. She loved the warmth and energy that she felt while my mom and dad were present. I remember one April back in the early 60s when Mom and Ira were visiting Judy, Dan, and Ian. I was living in New York at the time and received a call from my dad because he was frustrated he couldn't reach Mom. They were in Disneyland at the time, and he had just received word that there was an opportunity to move to California, that there was work here that he could do in the courts. My reaction was, hooray, they'll be in the same place and I can visit all of them together. Once they moved here, it became home. When I would visit with my family, we were coming home because they were here. Even though we had never lived here, when we did finally move here, we were definitely coming home. My daughter Debbie reminded me last night that when Saba died, and we placed dirt on her coffin, and everyone continued until it was covered. Saba at the time said that we were tucking her in. We'll tuck you in too, Dad. I love you, and you'll be with me always.